Jamaica and Kenya signed multiple agreements to strengthen relations. Contract signed and groundbroken for new housing developments, plus Prime Minister commits to the protection of the cockpit country. These and other stories in this week's Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Anthony Morgan. At the start of the week, Jamaica hosted Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta and his delegation. Following a courtesy call and bilateral talks Monday, representatives of both countries signed a framework agreement on cooperation. They also signed a memorandum of understanding in the areas of political consultation, tourism and sports, culture and heritage.
The President and I agreed that improving trade in goods and services, increasing investments, and facilitating the movement of people must be central to our strategy.
We need to deepen our economic relations, because it's by so doing that we also take our people-to-people relations to the next level.
The following day, after laying a wreath at the shrine of national hero Marcus Garvey, President Kenyatta was Prime Minister Andrew Holness' special guest at the Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show in Clarendon. President Kenyatta also accompanied Mr. Holness to the 57th staging of Independence Grand Gala at the National Stadium in Kingston. The president left the island Wednesday morning.
Many positive things are happening in Jamaica right now. There is much to celebrate on our 57th birthday. There is no question that at long last, Jamaicans can feel proud that we're using our political independence to secure our economic independence.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness delivering his Independence Day message. He pointed out that at 7.8%, Jamaica was experiencing the lowest unemployment rate in history. Annual inflation and deposit interest rates are also at historic lows. Positive things are also happening for Jamaica's credit ratings and foreign exchange reserves, as well as housing, tourism and agriculture sectors. Mr. Holness said government had taken decisive steps to create a robust anti-corruption framework to build strong public institutions. The Prime Minister also committed his government to only pursuing projects that are environmentally sustainable. Prime Minister Holness brought a similar environmental message to the 67th staging of the Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show in Clarendon last week Tuesday. Mr. Holness also announced his intent to start a national tree planting effort to include ornamental, decorative and fruit trees.
The ease with which you can register a company now is mind-blowing.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness reacting to the Companies Office of Jamaica's newly created Electronic Business Registration Form (EBRF). The platform will allow for business name reservation and registration within a day from anywhere around the world. It can be accessed at orcjamaica.com. Prime Minister Holness used Wednesday's launch to recommit to efforts to make Jamaica a digital society. He said work continued to build out the infrastructure for the implementation of a national identification system to better serve citizens.
It is not about stealing your identity or exposing your identity, but we need to know who you are. And you need to be assured that when you present yourself, you are known, you are acknowledged, and you can get service.
On Thursday, the Prime Minister was at Jamaica House signing a housing construction contract. The 623-unit development is being built on 157 acres of land at Shooters Hill in St. Catherine. A joint venture between the Housing Agency of Jamaica and Right Solutions Development Company, the project is worth $7 billion.
I can see the young nurse, the young policeman, the young university graduate immediately just waiting to get one of these.
By Friday, the Prime Minister was at another Housing Agency of Jamaica HAJ function. This time he was at Rhine Park Estate in St. James to break ground for 754 affordable units targeting tourism workers. Properties will cost between $7.9 and $18.5 million to own.
The HAJ have now started to deliver housing solutions at the price point that people can afford.
Jamaica's long-standing bond with the Cayman Islands was further strengthened during bilateral talks at the Office of the Prime Minister Wednesday. Discussions followed the previous day's tour of the Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show by a high-level delegation from the Cayman Islands. The delegation was headed by Premier Alden McLaughlin. The leader spoke on cooperation in the areas of travel, air services, agriculture, tourism, environmental sustainability, maritime issues, energy cooperation, education, training and trade. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Be sure to join us again next time for more news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.